Midtown Manhattan, through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jaxson Dart.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
The extra point is up and through. And the Giants have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Not what you want to see quarter one of week 1. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Greg Dort. Whoa! A good return as he takes it across the 30. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now,
Jameer Gibbs! And he will score! Jameer Gibbs! Touchdown, Detroit! Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going with their second possession.
26-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Scatterboot. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Andrew Thomas, guilty there. Throwing is Dart. They try with the screen with Scatterboot. From the 25, here's 2nd and 7.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down. At the Lions.
Again, out of the gun, and it's Scatterboot. He'll push forward for about a yard. DJ Reed brings him
DJ
down.
Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up
3rd and short. Here's Dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Lions 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their 2nd possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Laporta in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 16
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Goff. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll be taken down after after a gain of 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. And a shotgun. It's Dart. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. To the air on second down. Dart. He's got room past the 25. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 8.
To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Giants first down.
On the play fake, here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big-time play out of the G-men. A pickup of 44 yards.
Giants first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Here's Dart. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants.
Giants.
Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Giants move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
Here's the
line.
Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Hey, you can't fault the offense so far. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, yet they still trail. We can have a shootout on our hands. See if they keep up their end of the bargain. First down. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession. From the 31, here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
The Lions first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Lions first down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Giants has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and a great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Lions 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll return this from the 10. Now an opening past the 30. And it'll finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Laporta in motion.
At the 46-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Goff to throw. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
A gain of 4.
Williams in motion.
At the Giants' 43-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
24. Lions 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. From 29, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
A run straight ahead, that's Scatterby. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's now 3rd
and 5. Dart. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Headed left, buying time. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll go play action with Goff. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down. Laporta in motion.
1st down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. On 2nd down, Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Goff. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing.
And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll go play action here with Dart. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
DJ Reed there defensively.
On 2nd down, Dart. They try to work the screen with Scalabrine. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing again, Dart. Quick slap into the hands of Mooney. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
To the air again goes Dart. That'll be taken in by Scatterboo. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Up the middle with Scatterboo. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To the air on second down. Dart will get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. The marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants cut the deficit down to 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
At the 29-yard line.
What can they do here on third down and 7? From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
That's quickly out to Williams. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on
The Lions called their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Goff to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Dart That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. Second and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
Here's Dart.
At the 40-yard.
Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
19 yards. And the Giants first down.
On first down, Dart. He keeps it himself, and he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the Lions 30.
So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in for our halftime report.
All right, time for Big L's halftime takeover. Grab yourself a plate, because I'm serving the truth. We got a track meet here at MetLife. Lions up by 1, 28-27 over the G-Men. First quarter, forget about it. Touchdowns flying everywhere, huge runs, bomb TD passes, and a scoop and score. What is this, Madden on rookie settings or something? Let's talk quarterbacks. Goff, 17-21, 226, 3 tutties and a pick. That's command and rhythm. That's a guy who knows exactly where to go with a football. But on the other side, Jaxson Dart said, yeah, I hear you. Watch this. 17-22, 291, 2 tutties. He ain't just keeping up. He's pushing the base. Now for some real insanity. Jameer Gibbs, 8 touches, 169 yards? That's not a stat line. That's a crime scene. He's hitting holes like he's got a GPS in his helmet. Once he's gone, call your family. He's not coming back. New York said, don't forget about us. Malik Neighbors, 4 catches, 142 yards and a score? That's explosive. Stretch the field. Don't press me or I'm gone type football. Now let me tell you what's really going on out there. This game is all about explosiveness versus response. Detroit, big plays, quick strikes, Gibbs carrying the chaos, Giants answering every punch, Dart slinging it, Neighbors stretching the defense. And here's the real difference from last year. New York, they quietly built up in the trenches. O-line holding up, D-line compete. This ain't the same soft front from last season. That's why this game feels a little different. And don't forget, Detroit won this matchup in overtime last year, but it was in Detroit. This one, oh, we might be heading right back there today in East Rutherford. Big shout out to all you subscribers, members, and poll warriors. You guys ain't just watching, you're building this thing with us. And let me be very clear. If you're watching these simulations and you ain't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Nobody, and I mean nobody, is doing this level of storytelling, realism, and has this much energy. These ain't clips, this ain't some AI slop. This is a full-on football experience. Verse merch store, listen close. Go get you something and rep the verse properly. 6-pack sticker collections, the Syndicate sticker collection, Portal design tees. You're not just buying merch, you're joining a movement. Drop a comment. Who you got winning this? What teams you want to see next? See something off? Call it out. And if this halftime show is hitting like I know it is, give it a hype so others can see it too. And maybe I can eat something this week. 2 teams, 2 choices. Make adjustments or excuses. I'm Big Al, and you're in the Madden.
Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's his 3rd and 7.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Here's Austin to return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On the give, Scatterboo. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Dart. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Dart. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Throwing is Dart. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the 1st down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
Yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. Open right side is Likely. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And the Giants.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard. Laporta in motion.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Goff. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They're down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Pass caught right side by Conklin.
Complete to
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
They hand it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
14 more yards.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Abdul Carter, he's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Lions 31, Giants 30.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. He'll get across to 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jaxson Dart heading back out to the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A play fake. Now Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scattaboo coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Chauncey Golston gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Scatterbo. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Scatterbo. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play.
They'll go play action here with Dart. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, it is Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Dart gonna throw it again. Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
At the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the give, it's Scatterable. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2-yard loss on the play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. And he will score! Jaxson Dart, touchdown, New York. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
38. Lions 31.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give here to Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 43, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Laporta in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one swung out wide to Pacheco. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterable. On down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Dart. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And they take him down. Big pickup through the air. But there is a flag on the field. Will this stand? So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the pack at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Lions. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Tracy now to return it, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's Scatterboot. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Dart. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Throwing. Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
That's another Giants first down.
A carry here for Tracy. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Giants first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Nice game on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? On the give, it's Tracy. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. That's a pickup of 18, and will set up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
Second down.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And the Giants.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that play, it's stopped, an injured Giant on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. The Lions call their first time out, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So now, a big spot coming here. This to grab a late lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Dortch now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That's on the outstanding tackle, Penei Sewell. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That's on 2nd and long. Now Goff. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, caught by Taslaw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He's He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 2.
Laporta in motion.
In 13.
To throw is Goff. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
7 yards.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. 2nd and 11. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.